Hey guys, happy Wednesday and welcome back to my channel. For today's recipe, we are going to make an easy, simple, whole food plant-based pumpkin soup. I love this recipe because it's so fast and the ingredients are simple and it's super easy, and you know I'm all about easy cooking. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys today. You guys are going to love it. It actually serves as two different kinds of soups, so I'll give you a little bonus recipe as well, but let's jump into the ingredients. I have 1 cup of vegetable stock, 1 cup of a non-dairy, unflavored, unsweetened milk, 1 can of pumpkin. Make sure the only ingredient is pumpkin and it's a 15-ounce can. Half a cup of raw cashews. If you're not using a Vitamix, soak your cashews in hot water for around an hour to 2 prior to making this. 1 hefty tablespoon of miso. If you don't have miso, you can of course just use like iodized salt, but I like to use miso instead. So, or you can leave it out, and salt and pepper to taste, but 1 hefty tablespoon of miso for ours. And for our seasonings, we have 1 teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and that's it. Now, the other bonus recipe for this is that this makes a great butternut squash soup. So you can put 2 cups of butternut squash that's already steamed and cooked into this recipe instead of the pumpkin, and it makes a great butternut squash soup. But if you are not a fan of pumpkin, still give this recipe a try because it's a nice subtle hint of pumpkin. My husband isn't like the hugest pumpkin lover like I am. He actually didn't have pumpkin pie till a few years ago, which I know is kind of crazy, but he likes the soup and he's not a huge pumpkin person, so it's a really nice subtle flavor. I also like this recipe because it's nice and creamy. The cashews and the almond milk, what I decided to use, any kind of non-dairy milk will work, adds that creaminess to it. So when you Google pumpkin soups, a lot of the times they'll have coconut milk in it, but we don't need that. We can have it with, just the half a cup of cashews and the unsweetened, unflavored non-dairy milk, and it adds that creaminess that I look for in a pumpkin soup without, a lot of saturated fat. So we are going to jump into this. We're going to do this all in my blender, which is another thing I love. If you don't have a blender, you can of course do this in a soup pan. You do want to make sure your cashews are nice and creamed if you're going to cook it on a skillet, so make sure they're nice and, you want to make them kind of like a cashew butter on its own. But you can of course do this on a skillet, heat it, but I love that you can do this all in a blender. All about the simple things, especially because I live a busy life. I actually work full-time on top of doing this channel, on top of doing various other things, so I need stuff that's simple and easy, and this is great. Also, you can double or triple this recipe to serve like a really big crowd. This recipe will make anywhere from 2 servings to 4, depending on the size of your soup. But yeah, I just double and triple it when I'm serving it to a lot of people, which is what I'm going to do here in my large bowl, because we're going to a family gathering tomorrow and I'm bringing pumpkin soup. Okay, I add the liquid first just to help my blender out. So that's that non-dairy milk, and all of the measurements will be in the description box down below, so you can always click on that. I'm still working on the website. That will be up eventually, and then the recipes will be posted there as well. Vegetable stock. Okay, I'm going to add our miso, and this is just a white miso that I find off of Amazon. But a lot of Asian markets will have it, or Whole Foods carries it. Our seasonings. Cashews. And the canned pumpkin. And again, you can switch this out for 2 cups of cooked butternut squash, but I really like it with the pumpkin. Depends on our mood. But just make sure that it's just pumpkin in your can, not pumpkin pie. And then we're going to give this a blend, and it is done. So fast and simple. I am ready for it. I'm going to go blend this up. I'll see you guys just in a second. But it's going to make this beautiful orange color, and it's so delicious. You can of course always add more seasonings or spices. You can add some cracked black pepper. I like to do that right before I serve it, or individually people can put on how much they like. But there are so many ways, again, to change up our recipes and make them the way that you like it at home, which is great. And yeah, it's just a simple, easy, great fall recipe, especially as it starts getting really cold here in Pittsburgh coming up soon. In no time, you have soup ready to go. So I just blend it until the cashews are nice and smooth and everything's well combined. And then I add it to a big pot, and I'm actually gonna cook it to get hot on my stovetop. And yeah, this is just one of my favorite serving dishes. I found this, or my parents actually found this for me for a Christmas gift a few years ago, and I love it. So it's perfect for soups. But let me show you this beautiful orange color the soup makes. And it's nice and creamy, which I love. So I just make this in a few batches in my Vitamix, and then I'll probably make 3 servings of it for a large party. And it's a great appetizer or soup before a meal. It's just creamy and delicious and so nice and satisfying when it's hot. I also like to make kind of a cashew cream just to kind of drizzle on top. And I like to put some crushed up pumpkin seeds on top as well. Just another little presentation and texture. And then you can sprinkle over some extra nutmeg or cinnamon on top, or pumpkin pie spice. It really just makes it look so beautiful. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. If you make it, did your family love it? Are you a fan of pumpkin? Was it too pumpkin for you? I tell you, it's not. Like I said, usually my tester is my husband, who can tell me, gauge on different things, because I love pumpkin. If it's not too pumpkin-y and he definitely can enjoy it, then I know it'll be good for everyone to enjoy. And so, yeah, this is just a creamy, delicious soup. It's nice and thick, but still flavorful. So yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to try this. And I just know you guys, it's going to be a fall favorite for sure. So make sure you guys are subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. I'll see you very soon. I'm excited for Sunday's video. I have a special surprise guest on Sunday's video, and we're going to make some potato nachos that I know you guys are going to love. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any recipes that are always whole food, plant-based, and easy. And I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye. Now my time for a taste test. This is going to be hard not to eat a huge bowl of this before dinner. So yummy.